I'm just stunned on a daily basis to take a look at what it takes to bring attention to education and how lazy people are and how worthless most of you actually are, and your inability to have a want for yourself to be a better person. But that's all you spew out your effing mouths. That's the crazy part. That's the craziest thing of all. You don't actually mean those things that you're saying out, nor do you actually do the things. Audience, this is for the audience, because if this was actually the case for you as audience, you would actually have a question. You would actually question what the fuck is going on with this person who looks like she's been through fucking hell, which I fucking have. However, you weren't there to help me. You just stood there and ate what? Your popcorn? Trying to get your rocks off, some uplift or some joy experience that doesn't fucking exist in reality. No, that's actually him educating you on delusion. That's actually him educating you on delusion with his trash heap network of the most toxic people that we've ever seen in history when it comes to any form of education. I mean, it's common sense. It's freaking common sense to sit here and watch this man teach everything about what these people are trying to promote on their platforms, and you're doing the same fucking shit with no personal obligation to the fact that you have children, that you have a husband or a wife, you have a family that you have to take care of. And instead of going out and getting a real education or getting a real job to be a role model for your child, no, you just put your child in front of an audience and make them hold purses when they're like, what the hell's going on? Meanwhile, you go in the comment section and give your opinion after opinion after opinion after opinion, trying to stick up for people who are clearly effing evil. Meanwhile, the country is falling apart, falling to Arabs, while he's prancing around with her cottage cheese legs. And what exactly are you doing, my love? What exactly are you... Oh, you're making a cartoon about it. Like it's funny, like it's comedy. So that she can live in a high life of a high-rise apartment while you wear a black outfit that looks like Zelensky, and then she represents the blood that was shed in your homeland. I mean, literally, this is some of the most craziest shit that you as an audience. This is about the audience. The fact that I'm willing to put my ass on the line and to fight for the youth, the children, not youth as in 20s, as those people are done. No, I'm talking about the younger generation, the alpha generation, who actually will be the change of the world, which is why they're called Gen Alpha. But you're afraid of what people would say about you, which means that you're not capable of being an influencer. And you literally are sitting here watching Nicole Lapin and Rich BFF with some of the most illogical education associated to finances that's causing an economic collapse. And the only thing you all do is like and love and share the video, where you then comment in the comment section about how wonderful this is. And she goes onto the national bestseller list because she's a Democrat, which run New York City and run LA. What does that tell you about what's going to happen for your level of success? Not going to happen for you. Yet that doesn't even faze you because you live in some dream world that you might be the exception because you had one online meeting of a lie where Gary Vee said, yeah, you love. While you look for validation. While you sit over there and act like you're a king of some sort, as in, why is this the millionth video that I've made? And all we can see is John Lemon standing in front of your ass while he's asking you another ridiculous question with a ridiculous group of people, looking ridiculous, acting ridiculous, talking ridiculous. Literally, it's like watching a freaking clown car show. There's like no education. There's no substance to any of it. It literally is the most grotesque thing I've ever fucking seen in my entire life. And you as audience don't have any real want for yourselves to want to actually have real education in your life? Is that what you're telling me? Because Gary Vee made F's on his report card? Because Obama instructed him to tell everybody, if you make F's on your report card, you don't graduate high school. Or you have to take the class again. So what are you saying? You made all D's and F's? Is that what you're telling us? Because if you made all D's and F's in any school, especially with your Democrat school board education, you don't pass your class. You fail the class, which means you have to take the class again, which means you don't even have a high school school diploma. So I'm not sure how you have a emotional intelligence level of what you think empathy is, of having empathy for an Arab. It's like the lady in Boston who's like the guy's wailing around in a store and is trying to stab people, and then the cop uses his weapon, an undercover cop, and then the Boston police person gets on stage and says, "I'm really sorry it happened to this criminal who tried to assault all of us." It's the same thing you're doing with that little van chick. While she sits in depression with a smile on her face to violate all of us, so that what only you can be the queen of the castle, when you're literally the dumbest person we've ever seen. Literally, it's so effing clear right in front of your damn faces, audience, that you are unwilling to stand up to an Arab or a Beverly Hills hillbilly while they walk down the street like a couple, money and dating. Ooh, that's hot. Legislation, that's hot. And you're calling yourself a what? You want looks, you want a pretend personality, which means that you don't actually want authenticity. However, you're spewing out your mouth about authenticity, about manifestation and meditation. Yeah, none of that shit is actually authentic or real. It's all a fucking show. I'm sorry, but this kind of content or conversation that you're trying to create between two people is illegal. They took Osha, they took him back to India, and they offed his ass, girl. You think you're so smart and so strong because you have some weird sense of power. Guess where power comes from? Likes and loves. Who you're standing next to, where they then try to put a lid on top of any form of education on other people so that they can just flip their hair. Literally, that's your entire fucking content. Although it's super awkward and super weird and clearly uneducated, while you pretend to be a doctor. We're gonna have an equine party, and we're gonna sit here and put my hand on my butt, and then we're gonna say, equine, and then the government's gonna pay us. And that's gonna be the future of the country while we water our plants with orange soda. I'm so pretty, look at me, I'm rich, look at my diamond, and you would, as audience, just stand there and say, yeah, that's just how it's gonna go, because I wanna live that lifestyle. Why would anyone want to live that lifestyle? Depression, loneliness, unworthiness, literally the most words. Everybody knows that this is actually happening, except for influencers, which is a cult following of attempting to destroy the youth's mind. And that's why this is a fucking problem, especially when you think you're the most influential entrepreneur in history. You better fucking believe that you are not. No, I am. Now you just do as you're fucking told, you weak ass little man. Standing next to your Persian as you live your unworthy existence of garbage, while your audience does nothing but look like fucking idiots. Clearly, you all are mentally fucking ill. You have no sense of reality. But I'm going to tell you, the Catholics, they did some weird ass shit. And I went into the Vatican last night and I did some maneuvers and some workings and shit. And there's some new power inside of me that you are never going to be able to beat. Do you fucking hear me? It's something the Arabs don't even get or understand. You're a bunch of morons is what you Arabs are. I mean, literally, you are weird as shit. And everybody in the whole fucking world knows it. That's why you're the low man on the totem pole of a third world country called Iran. Reminding you that I was baptized Catholic, you psycho fuck.